So Dr. Walk has stated that Josh Gabriel is a wizard and the soundtracks are incredible. They would like to know more about the process.
Yeah. So I guess Josh, that's a broad question, right? And there's a couple different components, but I would say Josh and Lauren work pretty closely together, right? And and I wish Josh was on this call because he could talk a little more about his process. But a lot of it's layered, right? And so what Josh was looking for was an opportunity to layer in kind of things that progressively grow in scale and get bigger and bigger, right? Or can shrink in scale and just layer on top of one another. But he is a wizard in the way he operates and what he does. And so, it's hard for me to speak to a lot of that because it was more of, I would see the finished product, right? Or at least I would see the components of the product, right? And I would spec out the systems with my engineering team to say, this is how it needs to function. This is what we need. And Josh is going to feed that system design with his creative genius in this way. But it's, I mean, Josh is incredible. I was just talking to him not too long ago, and he has a way of watching. I can say this: when we would sit in the studio together, what was great about him is he wouldn't compose anything until he played the game, right? He wouldn't compose anything until he could watch the game. And so as he would play through, he would look for the inspiration of moments of things of great value and then compose around those moments, which is kind of very different than I think every other project that I've ever worked on where, he was playing through and then getting inspired and going, well, that Gluck in the cinematic feels angry, right? And that's triggered at this point in the level. I'm going to have this kind of vibe happen that leads up to this, right? And so I'm used to a little different workflow where um, the sound design is more scripted, if you will,
Mm-hmm.
right? It's more not on every game, but just the ones I've worked on. But it's less of that inspirational feel, that touch and feel, right? And so Josh was very much like, if I can't see it, if I can't play it, I don't want to compose for it because I'm not going to make anything authentic, right? And that was wonderful to watch him work and do that.